and be blessed in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. You done this with the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed.
Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, oh, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed.
I feel blessed
when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed, feel blessed.
Let me hear you feel safe, blessed.
Feel blessed, feel blessed.
I feel blessed
when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance.
Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord, We want on that team, we can, ooh, Lord,
You've been so long.
You got in me, shuffle, she in me. Mommy, don't move up from Eddie Dibia. Tell me, 'cause you are a mojo. Namanuga shall make your man. Tell me, 'cause you are a mojo. Namanuga shall make your man. Enti, Missuro, and I do go from Biara. Missuro, and I do go from Biara. On Nima Kucham, and Nima Kucham.
Nanimu anije, Ninu sina metna. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed.
I feel blessed
when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed, feel blessed.
Let me hear you feel safe, blessed.
Feel blessed, feel blessed.
I feel blessed
when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed, feel blessed.
We want on that team, we can, ooh, Lord. Blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Namesu erade se woni mi gbanko bia ne mabanke se Nyankopana me de me ho matoso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again, shall you succeed and be blessed in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. You done this with the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed.
Feel blessed. I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, oh, feel blessed. I feel blessed, 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Yeah. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord, We want on that team, we can, ooh, Lord, You've been so wrong. You got the enemy, shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't do a from, Eddie Dibia. Tell me cause you are a Namanunga Shamikirama. Tell me cause you are a Namanunga Shamikirama. Indeed, Miss Ro, and I do Bombiara. Miss Ro, and I do Bombiara. On Nemakucham. Nanimu anije Ninu sinam metna. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed, feel blessed. Let me hear you feel safe, blessed. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. Can just like you, we want on that team, we can, ooh, Lord, Blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Namesu eradise wunimi banko bianima bankese. Yankupana medeme ho matoroso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again, shall you succeed and be blessed. In the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. He had done this in the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed. I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed 'cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen. Feel blessed, feel blessed. I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance. Feel blessed,
Let me hear you feel safe, feel blessed.
Feel blessed, feel blessed.
Yeah. I feel blessed when your mindfulness upon my life. I can dance like David did. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord. We want on that team who can, ooh, Lord. You've been so long. You got the enemy, shuffle, hearing me. Mommy, don't move from Eddie Dibia. Tell me, cause you are a wojo. Namanunga shall make your man. Tell me, cause you are a wojo. Namanunga shall make your man. Enti, Missuro, and I do go from Biara. Missuro, and I do go from Biara. Nonima kucham, Nanimu anije, Ninu sina metna.
Feel blessed, feel blessed.
I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song.
Feel blessed,
feel
blessed.
I feel blessed, cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen.
Feel blessed, feel blessed.
I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance.
Feel blessed, feel blessed.
Let me hear you feel safe, feel blessed.
Feel blessed, feel blessed.
I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did.
Feel blessed, feel blessed.
We want on that team who can, ooh, Lord. Blessed. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Namesu eradise wuni mi banko biane mabanke se yanko pana me de me ho matoso. Surely he will deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And in the name of he who died and rose again, shall you succeed and be blessed in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. He had done this in the Most High, Almighty God, creator of the heaven and earth, in the supreme ruler. Blessed.
Feel blessed, feel blessed.
I feel blessed when I'm wrapped up in your love, dancing to my gospel song.
Feel blessed,
Feel
blessed.
I feel blessed, cause your promises are sure. They are yea and amen.
Feel blessed, feel blessed.
I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David dance.
Feel blessed, feel blessed.
Let me hear you feel safe, feel blessed.
Feel blessed, feel blessed.
I feel blessed when your mantle is upon my life. I can dance like David did. Let me hear you say, ooh, Lord. Everybody sing, ooh, Lord. We wanuna tiemuka. Ooh, Lord, yeah. You've been so wrong. You didn't let me shuffle. Hearing me. Mommy, don't move up from Eddie Dibia. Tell me, Consuela, and won't you? Namanunga shall make your man. Tell me, Consuela, and won't you? Namanunga shall make your man. Indeed, Miss Rob, and I do Bombiara.
Chairman, in fact, I actually came to find out about my investments. Yes, my investment.
Your investment.
Yeah, my investment.
Oh, sir, considering the micro-inflationary dynamics of the systematic advanced calculated forms, your investment is perpetual towards ratification.
Meaning?
In simple terms, Sikanashi.
Misikanashi.
Don't shout. Swallow it. You care for some coffee?
Make the right choice. Invest with SIMS Stambik Investment Management Services for capital preservation and competitive returns. Try SIMS today and you will not regret your decision. Stambik Investment Management Services, your investment specialist.
This is James Whyte. Everyone calls me Uncle Whyte of Roverman Productions. Oh, and I have good news for you. And the good news is that because you cannot come to the theater, we are bringing theater to you. And so on the 15th and 16th of this month, May, we bring you Sex Scandal, 7 p.m. each day. So Saturday, 7 p.m., and then the Sunday and the 16th, also 7 p.m. Sex Scandal. I feel privileged that I got a chance to do a play like Sex Scandal. As a creative person, it was also a reflection for me. It was a warning for me about how high God can raise you and how some indiscretions and bad judgment can destroy every good thing. But then, of course, as in all our stories, we tell it with so much humor that you wouldn't even know that we are telling you a story. But it is also an allegory. It is about Ghana. It's about the potential that this nation has, and all of us have, and how we allow little things to sabotage that potential. So, how about it? On the 15th and 16th of May at 7 p.m., join us. You can go to our website, rovermanproductions.com, or you can call us on 050-554-6010 and make all the inquiries you can make about it. And then, hey, let's have fun together. Let's learn, let's laugh, and let's be better. And stay blessed.
Chairman, in fact, I actually came to find out about my investments. Yes, my
investment. Your investment. Your investment. Oh, sir, considering the micro-inflationary dynamics of the systematic advanced calculated forms, your investment is perpetual towards ratification.
meaning
In simple terms, Sikanashi.
Misikanashi.
Don't shout. Swallow it. You care for some coffee?
Make the right choice. Invest with SIMS Stambik Investment Management Services for capital preservation and competitive returns. Try SIMS today and you will not regret your decision. Stambik Investment Management Services, your investment specialist.
Hello, this is James Whyte. Everyone calls me Uncle Whyte of Roverman Productions. Oh, and I have good news for you. And the good news is that because you cannot come to the theater, we are bringing theater to you. And so on the 15th and 16th of this month, May, we bring you Sex Scandal, 7 p.m. each day. So Saturday, 7 p.m., and then the Sunday and the 16th, also 7 p.m. Sex Scandal. I feel privileged that I got a chance to do a play like Sex Scandal. As a creative person, it was also a reflection for me. It was a warning for me about how high God can raise you and how some indiscretions and bad judgment can destroy every good thing. But then, of course, as in all our stories, we tell it with so much humor that you wouldn't even know that we are telling you a story. But it is also an allegory. It is about Ghana. It's about the potential that this nation has, and all of us have, and how we allow little things to sabotage that potential. So how about it? On the 15th and 16th of May at 7 p.m., join us. You can go to our website, rovermanproductions.com, or you can call us on 0. Hello, welcome to Encore, the Facebook Live platform on which we discuss all things love, marriage, relationship, what have you. Sex also the inside. They call me Ebo Whyte. Those who love me or who want money from me, add Uncle to it as well. You are welcome. We don't take it for granted that you join us for every episode. Oh, today, what episode we do have for you? Sunday. So Sunday is Mother's Day. Sunday 9th of May, Mother's Day. And so I have gathered together some mama to talk about their mothers. Every one of the people you're going to hear from is a mama. And except that they pretend they are not, but we know they are. In fact, would by the end of it, would appoint the chief mama. So you're welcome. But before I introduce you to the panel and what we are going to do, let me remind you that on the 15th and 16th, we're going to stream our play Sex Scandal. You wouldn't want to miss this. 15th and 16th at 7 p.m. each day. So go on our website, or you can call 050-554-6010 and get all the information you want. Or if you want to WhatsApp us, you can do that on 050-554-6030. I hope you'll be able to join us. For today, we're going to talk about mothers. We're going to talk about mothers. We're going to talk about how to spell mother from our experience of mother. And with me is one of my favorite sons, Kabute Okansi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Something special happened to you this week. Tell the people what it is.
Yes, this week I celebrated a significant milestone in my Galamsey work.
Okay.
Which is as a professional event MC. This week was my 10th anniversary and also clocking the mark of 1,000 events within the period.
1,000?
Yes, 1,000 events.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. That was your 10th, eh?
10th anniversary, yes.
Now, I've given you, so I have a commitment with you.
So that will be my 60th anniversary.
That will be your 60th anniversary.
And your 100
On his 60th anniversary, he's going to MC my birthday.
That's right. That's right.
And I am prepared to pay him now.
So I must make sure I'm alive. No, but Uncle, please let me just quickly take the opportunity to say a very big thank you. I think I have been really, really blessed to have your platform. It's one of the platforms that really built me up even more and gave me a very significant profile, which has really helped, in what I do. So thank you so much. I'm really grateful.
No, it's an honor to have known you, to have worked with you. I still remember the circumstances that led to your working with me. Yeah. It was an answer to prayer, and you know that. We've talked about this before. And to your wonderful wife. Oh, and your girls.
Yes, my girls. My girls.
And your girls.
You're that in the house.
Yeah. And joining us today also is Mr. Clotty, Michael.
Yeah.
Michael is I'm trying to get it right. Michael is the Benzema we never had.
Oh, Uncle Mike. For real?
He was a striker. Michael was a striker. Michael,
yeah.
Please give testimony. I mean, you're making people think that.
Where did I start from? Right from coast football.
Yeah. Michael was a deadly finisher. His big brother was our Messi.
Yeah, that's right.
George holds the midfield, and you just can't take the ball away from him. And then up front is his crazy kid brother, who will put the ball in the net. You know, Charlie, we do some.
Oh yes.
We do some before. Yeah, I played football. Yes. Yeah, I played football. Actually, my generation, when we were growing up, you played all the positions. So you could be in the post. If you think the striker is not doing well, but not go. Let me go. Let me go. You're wasting our time. What kind of nonsense is that? Then you go there. Except that when you do that pamper and you go and you don't score, then. So, Michael, it's good to have you.
Thank you very much.
Michael was at the anatomy department, physiology department of Ghana Medical School for how many years?
38 years, 6 months.
For 38 years, any doctor in Ghana who has been a doctor the longest, 38 years, passed through Michael's hands. 38 years. 38 years. The number of dead bodies he has seen and worked on. Is it your department or anatomy that goes to the mortuary to pick corpses?
Yeah, that's anatomy.
Anatomy.
Right on direct.
Yes.
Prof. Haiti was a very good friend.
Prof. Haiti.
So I'm always there with him.
Prof. Haiti is my friend. in his heydays, if he's driving in the afternoon and you stop him and ask him to open his booth, you will run because there's a dead body there. Because the psychiatric hospital will call, all kinds of hospitals will call, that there's a body, nobody has claimed it has been here for a while, can you come and pick? And then he goes and picks, and then he goes to the lab, and it becomes useful.
Yeah.
And then we have the elegant Akosia. Okay, Akosia, I was going to say something.
The Lord has interceded.
Yeah. So Akosia, you're welcome. After that, after the event, ask Ken. I asked Ken a question about you. When was this? Wednesday.
Wednesday, yes.
Wednesday.
Yes. About the legalities and
I said after the program, you too. And then today we are joined by the beautiful Josephine. It's always a joy for Josephine to join us. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Along the line, we'll also be joined by Ken, Dadaba in chief, who will be dethroned today. I know who will dethrone him, but I won't say it. So, today what we're going to talk about is our mothers. We're going to celebrate mothers. If you want to say something about your mother, please send it to me. I will read it for now. Very soon, it will be possible to be able to put you on camera. And so, once again, you are welcome. Right. Kaute, let me start with you.
Yes, sir.
I know of the very, very, very special relationship between you and your mother.
Yeah.
Extremely close. Tell us something small about your mother.
Well, so I think the more I've grown, I've recognized even more the value and the impact of my mother on my life.
Okay.
This year will be 6 years since she passed.
Already?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
This year was 6 years since she passed. She would have turned 72 years last month in March. Sorry. So, well, when I was growing up, so myself and my younger brother, we grew up entirely with our moms. Our dad was not in the picture, so it was 100% my mom. And my mom was the first child amongst her siblings as well. So
Okay.
within the wider family, she was, like the trail.
The senior, yes.
Senior one. And so when we were growing up, I think she was blessed. Her father was very focused or insistent about education, so she was blessed to have been educated. And when we were growing up, when I was very young, she, in an effort to create opportunity for herself, she worked with the Ministry of Agriculture for her entire life.
Okay.
From when she left university till when she retired at the Ministry of Agriculture. So she had some opportunities at FAO, outside the country and things like that. So she had to leave me with her siblings to cater, and she would always go and come back. So I think in my early years, I missed much of her physical presence. And one of the legacies in that period...
Hold on.
Okay.
Kwesi, can you please check the volume for Kabute?
Sorry. My mic was off.
Okay, so go.
All right, yes. So in the very early years, about my first 6-7 years, she would come for a few weeks and then she'd be gone for a number of months. One of the legacies of that period was that she discovered I was left-handed. And back in those days...
They will beat it out of you.
There was this mindset. So by the time she comes back from a season outside, I would have gone to my left. Then she would beat it out of me to go to my right. So while she was around, I'll do it. And then when she leaves, I revert it. So we had this...
Cat and mouse.
Until about 7 years when, she got better information and she decided to let it.
Okay.
So throughout my life, in the younger days, to be honest, there were very, very difficult times. She was a public servant working by herself, and things were tough because the whole family really.
Yeah.
But I remember multiple times she just would not give up on her boys. She just will not give up.
Yeah.
You know, we went to Engelbert Preparatory School, which is an airport residential area.
Yeah.
Which is literally like, you know, one of the top
It was the
privates,
top one
you know,
on that time.
Yes.
And then Engelbert, you have to pay something. I mean, we are giving you free promotion. We're giving you promotion.
You know, and she would refuse to take us away from there. And for us to be there alone, I don't know what we didn't do. My mom ran a restaurant from our kitchen. She goes to work. At lunchtime, she'll come and serve her customers in our house. Then after that, she'll go back to work. You know, she did that. We used to import, as we called it, gari from the eastern region.
Okay.
In Moto. And then back them in Olonka and go around the ministries and sell.
Yeah.
So and imagine, I mean, she was a senior staff at the ministries. You can imagine the ridicule that sometimes will come with all of that. So, I mean, there were multiple. In fact, the highest point of my respect was there was a season of 2 years that my mom was paralyzed from neck down. 2 years.
Okay.
That she was paralyzed literally from neck down.
Let me have that one. Okay.
From neck down. And Uncle, you will not believe it. Throughout the entire 2 years, from the floor of the living room every day. They bring her to the office, pick up her files and documents, bring them to her in the house. She's lying on the floor, she'll do what she has to do, and then they will take it back like that. They wanted her to resign. She said she will not resign. And that the same way she was standing one day and she ended up on the floor, that same way she will get up. And believe it or not, after 2 years, when we had all gotten used to her being on the floor, one day we are there with her, she's doing her work, she finishes, she packs, she gives it to them, and she gets up and walks. Yeah.
Incredible.
I'm telling you. And so throughout my life, in my teen years, we had a lot of struggle. I was rebelling. I think there was the years that I needed a father figure very much so. And the absence of that, and she was trying to protect me, but I didn't understand. So we really went through a very difficult teens of my life. But in subsequent years, I grew more and more to appreciate the gifts that God had given to her, us in her. And it's sad to say that now when she has left, the realization of her legacy is even more, telling
She saw
on
it
us.
before she died, and I can tell you that your mother was very proud of you.
Thank you.
Very proud of you.
Thank you.
Except that in all your presentation and all your long presentation, the only thing I want to take issue with is that you said you were a rebellious boy. The tense is wrong. It is not you were.
I was a rebellious.
No. You were. It isn't a past tense.
Oh, that's all.
No, it's not a past tense.
Oh, that one.
It's not a past tense. I think you should make it present continuous. Right. Your mom.
My mom. My mom, looking at her now, she's, I think, 83 now. Right from my childhood, I was very close to my mom. And because I was close to her, anytime she's cooking, I have to fan the whole pot. So through that, I learned to cook my own food when I was a bachelor. And I have so many recipes that I learned from her. But
Hold on. Are we still having problems with the sound? Are we still having problems? Okay, no. So, Joe, okay, let's go.
So one I remembered vividly that I would never forget was when my dad used to ride the scooter.
Hold on. You are trying to say something.
Stand up.
Please forgive us. We having problems with the sound today. Can you check it to see?
Yeah, okay.
All right, go.
So, we have this Pipiana. Those who know that the Biakoshi from Blacksmith, the next stop, and then you walk towards the Tangansila football park. I took a few steps and I realized that I couldn't walk. I think I was about me like a small baby. Yes.
You said you
Walked.
were how old?
I think around 11, 12. Around 11, 12.
She carried you?
Yes.
The guy was pretending he couldn't walk.
No, it was
He wanted to be
really,
carried.
really painful. Very, very painful. And she decided to put me at the back. And I now look at her and always remember this particular day. And she has given birth to 10 of us with one day. And if you look at her, the way she's still strong, I think
that she has 10 strong boys.
That's right. No, we have a mixture.
One of whom is in Nosty. The others are all correct.
I have 4 brothers and 4 sisters.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is my mom. Yeah, I always celebrate her.
I could see her.
Uncle.
But before I come to you, Lavish, I always your name freaks me out. It's always a fantastic name. Lavish says, "A mother's love. I was but a cloud, nurtured to become a delight." It's a long one. Lavish, are you a poet? Nurtured to become a delight, leaving none out. You cared for all with might, taking no thought. You helped me to live aright, and with a shout, all dark paths become light. I thank God. Okay, so that is Lavish celebrating her mother and said, pretty, resourceful, intelligent, special, caring, irreplaceable. Hey, say it again. Oh. Loving, loyal, affable. And it says she used those letters because they spell the name of her mother, Priscilla. So P for pretty, R for resourceful, I for intelligence, S for special, C for caring, I for replaceable, L for loving, the second L for loyal, and then A for affable. Fantastic. Agosia, your mother?
Yes, my mother.
No, it's not an insult. I'm just saying your mother.
Yeah, my mother. Yes. Yes, Uncle, my mother. Yes. Uncle, my mother was, I had a very interesting relationship with my mom, you know. She was a very hard-working woman, you know, like she was industrious. And then when it comes to the housework, the house chores, she was just on. She was a clean woman. She made good home-cooked meals.
Okay.
And the clash came when I couldn't live up to her standard. So I was a young girl. I wanted to do things on my own. And this woman would, you know, there was a way she wanted her house to be, especially her kitchen, spick and span. And I would finish cooking and leave
the thing.
Uncle, it got to a point I thought she wasn't my mom because we were constantly
arguing.
Yes. And Uncle, it was that bad. And there were times that she had said things to me and I like, no. I remember one time when I did those kind of things and she started talking and I started singing this Celine Dion song, I believe the children of our future.
Okay.
And your mom is talking to you and you are singing that, Uncle. By the time I realized that, my back, boom, you know, and my mom puts you on her, on your toes, you know. She was always there for us. I remember how she'd always tell my sister, you know, don't walk chested, you know, don't walk like that. She'll straighten you up, like walk straight like that. If you are eating, she'll no, don't eat like that. Take your time, one bite at a time. You don't drink from a cup like that. And it was fascinating. And quickly, growing up, my uncle, I have told you the story. My dad lost almost everything, and my mom had to step in.
Yes.
And it was quite a difficult time for us because she had to be the mother, she has to be the father, and everything for us. And just like Abote said,
I was also in Martin Lepori School, one of the elite schools in Dansoman. And this woman wouldn't let me leave the school because everybody was like, Auntie Nana, it's too difficult. Just let her go to one of those schools. It will be okay. But she said no. Uncle, she was working like 2 jobs just to make ends meet. And I think I got an angel in her. Yes. Yeah.
Nanaraba says, mothers rock. Mothers rock. Yes, I agree with you, Nanaraba, that mothers indeed rock. Right, Joe. Let's have Joe. Joe.
Uncle, I have a short recital in Ga.
You have?
A short recital in Ga.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Awongo. Mi anyakonimi sumole. Lehu esumomi ne akpa. Ejo mi heda keda. Ni eha imi ishe mi he. Kejela kukui minton. Awone ke mi bonanyo. Ni ejie mi ke wojeleng. Many po ma fe mahale. Many po mi ke adaleshi. Nyong mole no ni echu ehami. Awongo. She taught
mother
me this.
Is sweet. That's what she's saying. Mother is sweet. I know what mother has done for me. Mother is sweet. Turn it into a song. All right, so go.
So, my mother, she's the 10th born. Yes, she's the last born. And she didn't come to meet her dad at age 2 or 3.
Neil London says I should tell you, you do all.
Thank you.
That's what he's saying.
She's a very intelligent woman, but because of financial constraints, she couldn't continue her education. She had to drop out from school, from Laboni, and then go into dressmaking. But you can still see in her deeds, she doesn't leave her book, always with the dictionary, making sure we are reading, learning something. And I quite remember back in nursery, I was this bubbly type, and they were always selecting me for this drama, poetry, and all that. So I'll come home with my recitals, my scripts, and my mom will make sure I memorize everything before I have dinner. Then the next day, so I was doing well. When it comes to those things, I was doing well in school. And then even I bring my assignment home, she will make sure she will teach me. We call her Madam Long Division. Because, yes, all of us, from my big brother, she has 4 kids. I'm the only daughter. And all the 4 of us, it was this woman who simplified long division to our understanding. I remember class 5. I'm not good in math, so they taught us this weird long division. I came home. I was like, Ma, this long division, yeah, I don't understand. She said, okay, come. You know how they will explain it for you to understand. If you add this one to this, so remainder one, add this one to this. And it was so simple for me, and I understood it. That's the same process she used for my kid brothers also. So we call her Madam Long Division. Yes. And then she's very orderly, very calm in nature. She talks less. She only keep quiet, listen to you, smile. I've never seen my mom exchanging words with a neighbor, no matter what the situation is. You can come. So I always put her into trouble because I'm always talking, saying things. So they'll come, hey, your daughter did this, and they'll talk. She won't utter a word. She will just focus on what she's doing, do it, and then she will leave you. She won't say anything. So that's one major thing I learned from her. She doesn't like trouble. And then she's an encyclopedia. She's everything. Aside the motherly duties and everything, at a point we were lazy, we won't even look at the dictionary, we'll come. So what's the meaning of this? Then she'll tell you. And she'll explain it for you to understand. Like, okay, an English word, or maybe, what is the capital city of this? And she'll say, oh yeah, it's this one. Wow. And so even up till this age, at this age, I still go to her and I even forget there is Google. And I go like, what is this? Then she'll say, oh, so she'll explain it in a sentence for you. She's always reading. She will explain it in a sentence for you, and then you get it. Do you understand? Yes. Oh, okay. That's it. So she's my everything from I don't even know how to say it. Taught us how to read the Bible, taking us to church, making sure that we partake in everything they do at church. And even at this age, if I have a Bible reading, I read Ghana Bible reading at church. So then she'll ask me, have you gone through it? Have you read it? Go over. Come and read it for me to hear. Oh, okay, no. So this word is this. No. So mention it this way. Okay, so you are good to go. And when I read at church, she will be there. She's an usher. She will be there watching me at the entrance. And then after reading, I'll come and she'll go like, yeah, that's a perfect one. Yeah, you did well. Okay, you were Russian. And all that. I don't know what I would do without her. Seriously. She's my best friend. Though my father is there, my father is playing the figurehead role as a father, we all cling to our mother.
You see, she gave us figurehead role.
Everything is our mother. We would rather watch television with her, sit and then watch TV with her, than do it with anybody else. Yes. So,
well,
Mommy, I love you, okay?
Okay. No, we know from all this that you said, just that at this age, you can't say my mother is my everything. No, we'll have to revise that. She can be plenty for you, but not your everything. I mean.
Oh, but Uncle, I asked her, so in future, if I'm going to the labor ward, and then my husband can't be there, she said, don't worry, I'm going to be there with you. In fact, I'll sit behind you and make sure you finish.
You see, you jump so many steps to the labor ward. Yeah, you jump so many things, and then
She can't be there with you.
and then went straight to the labor ward. I mean, what are you doing? All right, no, I think it's wonderful to know that we've all been blessed with great mothers. So let's spell the word mother. So knowing the kind of mother you've had, Joe, we'll start with you.
Okay.
The M, what would you make M stand for when you think of mother?
Oh, M for magnificent.
Magnificent?
Yes.
Great.
To me, she's extremely beautiful. She's the most beautiful being or creature ever to exist on this earth. And then her love and her presence is so overwhelming. Her presence.
Let's take with the M. So, Akosia, give me your M.
Okay. Uncle, I would say that my mom was a model, you know, and which I mentioned, because like she taught me the basic things that every woman or every lady should know. An example I give her, how you are even supposed to walk, you know, how you are supposed to eat. And I think that for the M, she was a motivator. Uncle, there were times that a motivator. I remember when I was in second year in tech, something happened and I nearly gave up. I said I wouldn't go to school again. I'll not even do the course again. The same thing happened when I was in secondary school. I said, no, I'll not even do the course again. But this woman kept talking to me, motivating me, just do it, just try it one more time. And Uncle, listening to her, it has really helped me. Yes, so I'll give her a model and then a motivator for him.
And Naraba says my mother is a straight military disciplinarian from the Volta region. She'll beat you black and blue if you fall out of line. But at almost 83, 80% of our fire is gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like that.
Do you have a mic?
Yes, I do.
Okay, give me your M.
So my M would be meticulous.
Okay.
Meticulous. My mom was very, very, very meticulous. My mom doesn't shy away from what has to be done, but she has a way of doing it with dignity, with grace, and to get results. Yeah, so that if it doesn't work, then she knows it's not because of her.
For want of trying.
For want of trying, yeah. So I'll give her meticulous,
Okay.
yeah.
Mike.
Yeah. Initially, I was thinking that she's a movie star.
Movie star.
Movie star, the way she can display. Especially if you go wrong and she needs to correct you. But I think she's also a molder. She molds our character. I mean, she did very well.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Now Mele says, my mom does not care whether you are married or not. She will still straighten you up. Neatness is a hallmark. Her grandchildren were not spared. Some grandmothers will pamper only, but she will pamper and straighten them as well. Above all, she is very, very prayerful, and she has imbibed that in us and our children. Okay. Great. Okay, let's go on to O. Let me begin with you, Mike. Give me your.
Yeah, she offers a lot. I remember those times when maybe you come from school and there's little to go around. She'll choose to give it to us and go hungry. And always offering us the best so that we can go on and she will be at the background. Yeah.
Okay, give me your O.
I'd give, for O, I'd say orderly.
Okay.
Orderly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was orderly. She was an orderly person. Because she had so much to do, she always said that she doesn't have the luxury to do things 2 or 3 times, to do the same thing multiple times.
Okay.
So she has a way of, putting things in place. Even when something comes up out of the blue, she knows how to fix it within her day or within her schedule to make sure that when she does it, she doesn't have to come back to it again, because there are new situations every time. So yeah, orderly.
Uncle, I would say my mom was outstanding and then one of a kind. I have said it earlier, but her cooking, you taste every food my mom cooks. There's something about it, Well, she never gave me that recipe, on how she did it, but there was something about it. And then her fashion sense. My mom didn't have much, but whatever she put on her, I don't know. Again, I don't know how she did that, but she was just one of a kind. Whatever she put on herself was just it. She came out looking all beautiful and. I don't know, you ask her, like, oh, this one I didn't even buy it that much. It was just this much. I just bought this for maybe 10 cedis. I just bought this for... And the same thing for her cooking, She goes to the market with a little and then she comes, prepares just a lot for us. She was one of a kind. Just outstanding, yeah.
Daniel Kokroko Dafoko says, my mother taught me that no one owes me. She taught me that the food you eat today was ready yesterday, and what you make today is for tomorrow. That's an interesting concept. That what you are eating today was not earned today; it was earned yesterday, and that what you make today is not for you to consume today, but for tomorrow. From my mom, my mom taught me to sell at the age 11. He said I sold oranges, pear, yam, maize. And what have you. I survived the streets because of her. Oh, Dafoko has an interesting story to tell with the mother. The mother sent her to sell, and when on his way back, he had sold 15 pieces of the thing for 5 cedis each, and she did 15 times 5, and it was in his mind 45. So he looked at how much money he had, and then, he has earned money for himself. So he chopped. He chopped the extra and got home and gave 45 cedis to the mom. And the mom said, where's the rest of the money? So that's what I'm giving you. So how many did you sell? 15. At what price did you sell? 5.
Why the 30
and he said, how much is it? So 45. No, the mother told him it was 75. Meanwhile, he had chopped the difference. Davoko, go and be a politician.
Yes.
Because that's very much like some of our politicians who chop national money and think that it is their own money. Okay.
I've said...
You've done O?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you did O before, when immediately you did the... okay, then give us T.
Teacher. My mom she's my teacher. She taught me a lot. I learned a lot from her. She's still teaching me, and I'm still going to learn from her till God takes her away from me.
All right.
Uncle, I would also say my mom is also a teacher, because even today, when I'm in difficult situations, I just have to call her, and then she still makes the time for like, so why didn't you do it this way? Why didn't you see it this way? You shouldn't have said that to him. You know, there are times that I've had issues with David, and I'm like, no, I didn't know Kasasa. You shouldn't have spoken like that to him. And she keeps on correcting me, so she's still my teacher. Yes.
And then we'll come to Mike.
Uncle, I would have said teacher too, but since they've said two times, okay. Let me say that my mom really was our temple at home. She really was our temple. I mean, her spirituality, her awareness of being a cause in her and the life of other people, you know, and she was very, very, very grounded in her faith. She wasn't overly religious, all over the place, loud and all of that, no, but she was very, and she's one of the people who, in the midst of beating you or having an argument with you, she will be how do I put it? She will still give you Bible verses, in the, you know, and she will relate it to why she has to beat. You know, she's the kind who, she's going to beat you. She will call you, tell you why she's going to beat you, and then when she finishes, she will explain to you why she beat you. You know, that kind of thing. So she really, really was our temple. She helped us to find our spiritual grounding. Yeah.
I saw this cartoon, a father beating the child and said, you know, I'm doing this because I love you, right? And the boy said, I wish I'm old enough to return the compliment.
That's right.
Yeah. Mike, let's do H.
She's a helper to me. Helper. She helps a lot, yes. Okay. She helps us to navigate our earliest, experiences with life. She taught me how to be a good salesperson. She taught me even how to grind pepper with this stone. Yes, I was doing all those things, and
before blender came.
Yes, before blender came. Yes. And so she's really helped me a lot. I like cook breakfast, so in the house, I mean, they are not the early starters. I will start as early as 6, and I've cooked my own breakfast, and I don't mind. I mean, if food is not ready, I do my own thing, and off I go. Yeah, so she taught me a lot too.
Just to make it clear, Michael loves to cook his own breakfast because Michael and food, there's a special relationship. There's a special relationship.
Oh yes.
Let's do.
Okay, so my mom is patient, and I think she lived by that name. So I would say that for my age, my mom had a heart of gold. Uncle. So we used to live in the family house, so my aunties and everyone. And you know, when you live in family house, you know how sometimes your husband's sisters or your in-laws can treat you. Uncle, I never saw any friction between my mom and my grandma or any of the other relations. I don't know how she did it. She would just, I don't know whether maybe after all these encounters she'll go inside and cry, but she was just that patient, and like everybody kept saying, hey, Nana Kosia, you know, she would just keep to herself, and she had a heart of gold. And then when my mom prepares food, she would make sure that if there is, so before she prepares it, she doesn't even know that any visitor will come. But the moment a visitor gets to the house, that person will get something to eat. I don't know how, whether for us or to see at the end of I don't know, but everybody is satisfied. Everybody gets to eat something. She had a heart of gold. Yeah.
Uncle Bo, there's something about, you know, women of that time. I'm sure it's still the same, but she was so hardworking. Okay. You know, I'm always measuring myself against my mom's standard of hard work. You know, and for her,
for her to have been
Yeah, for 2 years. Yeah. Yes, she did.
As a senior officer.
Yes, she did. You know, and for her, there's no work that was beneath her, as long as it was going to help her to achieve what she wanted to do. I remember one of her mates who had traveled outside came to Ghana and came home to visit us, and she saw the heaps of gari. She had come through the garage and she had seen yam, freshly harvested yam, which we had brought to sell. And then she came upstairs and she saw the gari in the bottle there waiting to be rebagged and sold. And so she was like, when she saw the yam, she thought, okay, my mom is a Greek, so maybe we have a farm or something. Now, gari is where? And my mom was like, oh, this is my business I do. So they bring it from the village, and then we rebag it and we go and sell at the ministries. And my mom's mate, I remember so much, so clearly. She had this distasteful look on her face and was like, Salome pan awoye gari ejuma. And I'll never forget the scolding my mom gave her to the extent that if I have to do this to keep my family, my children, I'm fine. Yeah. So she was very hardworking, very, very hardworking.
Yo, let's do H.
I'll say heavenly.
Okay.
Yes. Her presence around you is like the Holy Spirit, Uncle. You feel this peace, serene atmosphere. And I get people saying, your mom has a sweet spirit. I just love her. Your mom has a sweet spirit. I just love her. She's just calm. She won't talk much, calm. She will talk and advise you. If she's supposed to say something, then it's going to be a word of advice or the word of God, something. That's all. She won't say anything again. So I'll use H for heavenly for H.
Great. Makafui says M for motivator, O for optimistic, T for teacher, H for humble. Makafui, I'm going to leave the rest because we haven't gotten there. Joanne says, Joanne, we miss you.
Yeah,
Joanne says,
you.
my mother is outstanding, and she added all the exclamation marks to it, and then she explains later. She says, my mother motivated herself to begin her first degree in her late 40s.
Wow.
She completed top of her class.
Wow.
And immediately followed with her master's program, still completing top of her class in her early 50s.
Wow.
Hey.
Someday.
Superwoman.
Wow. Charlotte?
Now,
this one.
you have a mother like that.
I know.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, you know?
Wow.
Oh, you're trying to do something you want to give up.
Yes.
You know? Wow, that's big. That's big. That's big.
Wow.
That's
No,
big.
Joanne, yes, we understand. Your mom is outstanding.
Wow.
Nanarava says, well, there's a name for those who were using stone. She called them BBC. Before Blender came.
Before Blender
came. All right, let's go on to E. Joe, give us E.
So, she's my encyclopedia. Like I said earlier, she knows everything. I don't know how, but she knows everything. She knows everything. She has an answer to every question.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mike.
I would say energetic. Energetic. She never gives up. Oh, yes. Yes, very, 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 very energetic. Yes.
Okay.
Uncle, I would also say energetic. Uncle, I never saw this woman, like, I never saw her sick. There was no day I saw my mom just cuddle herself in bed and say, I'm not feeling well. Uncle, she was always on the move, you know. She was just always on the move, just making sure that we are okay, we are satisfied, we are okay, always on the move. I don't know where she got her energy from, you know. She wasn't sluggish, she wasn't lazy, you know. That was her.
Mamiya says, my mom is beautiful in and out. Said my mom was a teacher. She would buy uniforms, sandals, slippers, bags, etc. for needy students. She bought uniforms, sandals, slippers, bags for needy students. Mamiya, God bless you, your mother. Okay, Captain.
You know, talking about just following on Mamiya's point, there were things that, you know, my mom, and I'm sure a lot of mothers of my age mates used to do that never seemed to quite make sense. You know, I remember we used to go travel Accra Kumasi quite a bit often. And actually, there was this town along the road where they sell a lot of warmer and pistol with asanka and those things. So almost always we'll stop there and buy few, either for the house or for people. And then my mom got to realize that one of the women selling stuff had a daughter. And in the interaction, it came up that, I think the daughter was about to finish primary or something like that. And she just took a liking to her. So there were times when we were traveling and we didn't need to buy stuff, but when we get there, we will stop and she just have a conversation with them. One day we stopped, she was talking, and then she told the woman, say, if you're an echo, and see, I'll take care of it. And my mom took care of her through school, paid her fees, you know, everything. I remember my mom used to call her mom in anticipation of the girl's first menstrual cycle, you know, things like that. And I remember those days, it didn't used to make sense to me that, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know, but I think we have all become the blessings of some of these things that they did that we never understood. The word was E, right?
Yeah. The letter was
the letter was E. So my mom was very eager to learn, very eager to do things, very eager to try things out. My mom, one of the things that brought conflict between us was because my mom was a person who sees this and starts moving, and as she's moving, she's thinking through them. Okay. Whatever problem comes, she'll solve as she goes along. But I'm the kind who wants to sit down, analyze all the possible problems, find all the possible solutions before I move.
Yeah,
and
you're a man.
And
men do that.
You know, yes, and that that was a major conflict for us. But I also really admired. I think she was an elder. You know, she had this grace of opinion. You know, in terms of advice, in terms of, and you know, it's just amazing. Just like Akosia was saying, in different settings. You know, you see her, there were times you go to her office, you see her relating with her colleagues and her subordinates at the office, and then you go to church and you see her relating. It's a different kind of leadership. And then maybe you travel to the family, a funeral or something, and there's an issue and you see how, you know, she would. So I really admire that grace of elderliness, you know, leadership that she had as well, yeah.
Fantastic. How could you give us the out?
Uncle, my mom reached out. She always reached out, no matter who you are in church. And because she was a good cook, at a point when things became hard, she had to open a small restaurant. It was around, I think, Labadi. I didn't like going there because I didn't like doing the hard work there, you know. But on the few occasions I went there, I realized that after, you know, Labadi and the kids around, they had a lot of kids who were very hungry. So I think, I don't know, but when the day ends, so as she keeps on selling, she keeps some aside. And then after, when she closes, she calls the kids around, whoever is around, and then gives the food out. On several occasions, she reached out to family members. And as I said, she didn't have a lot, but if she has to prepare food and give it, whatever little she had, she reach out and then share. Yeah.
Yeah, I will term it resourceful. Very, very resourceful. I can remember when we were growing up, our house became more or less the center of attraction. To the extent that whilst we're sleeping early in the morning, you see people, struggling to be those who wash the plates that have been left overnight. Because definitely that is where they will eat. My mom was selling virtually everything. Gari, whatever you can think about. Brooms, everything. So in the night, that is where everybody comes, either eat, and then they will tell us the Anansi stories, singing, dancing, kwani kwani, and that is where everybody comes. She's always there to provide for everybody.
Right.
My mom was ready. She was ready. You know, there was a psychology she had. I think because, you know, we're literally managing from hand to mouth and trying to really keep things going. So she had a mindset of on train, you know, she was ready. You bring something, an idea, as long as, you know, there's potential in it, she's ready. You know, you have a problem with somebody, you bring it, you know, okay, Encore, you know, that kind of thing. She was ready to serve, you know, in church, you know, things. She was really ready. And one of my, you know, all-time memories of all time, her very first car. It's the reason that car is dilapidated, but we are still keeping it in the garage. Yeah, that's a video. That's a video. You know, my mom was so ready to move that she had a bond with the car. In fact, she had a name for the car. The car was called Orekwa.
Oh.
Yes. And I will never forget. There were like at least 3 or 4 occasions where we've driven somewhere with Orekwa, and then Orekwa has broken down. And then my mother would get out of the car, open the bonnet, stand in front of Orekwa, and talk to Orekwa like a human being. And say, Orekwa, me pound show. Ahaya will say, me open me a ding. Into the show, me pound show. Or the young kufi, you could do fear. Nanny, a baby, let me a marshal. Why? Then she would close the bonnet, she would come and sit in the car, she would turn and I'm not joking. If my younger brother was here, he would tell you the same thing. I'm telling you. That's why we can't sell that car. We can't. It's still there. In fact, recently I'm going to give it to somebody to try and remodel it for it. I'm telling you. She talked to the car, and this is not like once. There's at least like 4 occasions I remember so clearly. You know, she opened the bonnet and just stand there and talk to the car. And she's not joking. And you say, let me bring some because you know, we used to go to farms and, you know, stuff like that. So, Charlie. So also, you know, it was just something else. Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, give me the answer.
So I'll say reliable and then ready to help. She's always ready. She's always at your service, ready to help. So I quite remember my dad told us this story. He said when he first married my mom, I think after my big brother was giving birth to, then he fell ill and then got paralyzed for over a year. So you can imagine, young lady, and then your husband is paralyzed, lying there like that. You don't even know his fate. You don't know whether he's going to make it or not. And my mom was always there by him, 24/7, taking care of him. And I learned my granny will come, and then people will come, and then when they look at my dad's situation, they'll just weep because they know there is no hope for him to wake up. Like they never even had a little hope that he will wake up one day. For over 1.5 years, yeah, my dad was just paralyzed, and then my mom was taking care of him. My mom was like, so her friends, her other female like friends, ladies will go like, hey, now what dear, me and Kameme call now wait a minute now. You are wasting your youthfulness here. No. And my mom did that. And then, but when I was in primary 2, my grandmother, that's my father's mother, fell ill again. She had colon cancer or so, and there was nobody to attend to her. My mom had to leave us here in Accra and then go to Asamankesi to take care of this woman. She took care of her for months, attending to her till my granny passed on. So she's reliable, ready to help.
We'll be ending in a moment, but I will be cheating you if I don't bring someone on camera to tell you about the mom. So, Ni Saki Saki, Ni Saki Saki, take that chair there. It was reserved for you. Now, talk to people.
I'm actually blown away by all the stories I've heard. But my mom was a doctor, black belt, prophetess, susu box, cook, market woman, fighter, all in one. We grew up in the heart of Accra in Palladium. And this is how my mom, I can tell you, I remember the number of times I literally followed the boys even to cross the street. But anytime she heard that any of the boys had gone to misbehave, I got beaten for it. I kid you not. So I'm home and we hear that, oh, this guy has gone to do A, B, C, D. Then she's like, Bono no me affair. Call Lenny. I'm like, but what did I do?
Advance meeting.
What did I do? Serious. She beat me because other people are, and she beat me to stop me from doing those things. Yeah. My mom will see you and you tell her that you have a headache and she'll tell you that's corner cosa. And I'm like, how do you know that this headache I have, what is causing it is probably constipation? You know, I remember before we went, I was telling Josephine that I remember one time my mom gave me Metsinaco. It's a pegative, yeah. She gave it to me on Saturday morning and told me to drink it. As to why she chose me on that day, it was me, her, and my grandmother. I don't know what came into my head, and I went to give it to my grandmother to drink it. I said, here, my mom says you should drink it, take it. And we were going to a public toilet to actually go and use the public toilet too. And after like every 10-15 minutes, and you know, if you take that kind of thing, you can't eat. You'd have to wait for the thing to run through your system for some time. So like after every like 10-15 minutes, I would step out a bit and walk around for like 10 minutes and come back home, because I had to show that. Then it was around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock when she had prepared fufu and palm nut soup. And you know how long it takes to prepare palm nut soup? It means that I hadn't eaten from morning till then. Then just when I'm about to eat, my grandmother asked her that, oh, the thing has run her enough. Can she eat now? Then my mother said, who gave you the medicine? She said, oh, a drone now, this man say, I'm from Bremen. She didn't say anything. She just gave me another bottle of the medicine to drink. Now it means that I have to wait for the thing to run me and wait till night. You know, my mother will turn 60 on Monday. Happy birthday in advance, Mom. And she's also retiring on that day. So, like, you know, funny enough, her birthday and Mother's Day always clash. There was one time they were doing a giveaway in church, and she won the prize for the shortest mom. I've never. I mean, so people ran for it, and and the people in trying to become the shortest had to take off their heels. She was wearing shoes, and she was, and she told me that my mother is 60 years, and she still fights my kid brother who's 18 years, and the other one. When my mother talks, no, she'll beat you.
Well,
she'll beat you.
We thank God for mothers.
Yeah.
One of the interesting quotes I ever came across is that God could not be everywhere at the same time, so He created mothers.
Yeah, that's true.
So that, and then another quote that mother is the name little children give to God. It's an honor to be called a mother, and we thank God for the mothers He blessed us with. I have a little question for you, and then I'll close because it's going to create trouble. And so I'm going to drop it just and then sign off. Then all your comments I won't see. I mean, it will be over. But let me remind you that on the 15th and 16th, we'll be streaming Sex Scandal at 7 p.m. each day. That's next week, Saturday and Sunday. And we hope you'll be able to join us. Call us on 050-554-6010. Or if you want to WhatsApp us, do that on 050-554-6030. And we will have this. This is the question. we are all excited about our mothers. We all see our mothers as a blessing. Do our fathers feel the same way about them? Do our fathers feel the same way about them? The reason why I'm asking is to all of you young ladies out there. It is wonderful to be a great mother, but I think it is even more of a blessing to ensure that you're a great spouse as well. I'll add the same question when it comes to Mother's Day, so that people will not say that when they go to Mother's Day, you ask this question. The young men, I'll ask you the same question. But it is very easy for children to talk so well about their mothers. And sometimes I wonder, if the man is not afraid of dying and afraid of rejection, and we ask, how have you found our mother? I wonder what kind of answer he will give. So let us all be the best we can be. If God bless you, if you're a lady and God bless you with a good mother, you must know that you now have a challenge to be an even better mother to your children. But in doing so, remember that you will be the better mother to your children if you are also a great spouse to their family. With that, thank you very much for staying with us, and thank you for Kabute, my MC, to Mr. Clotte, 38 years of producing, doctors, to Akosia, to Josephine, to Believe, to Ken, to Percy, and to Erekua. We dedicate this presentation
to Erekua. Yes.
So, God bless you.
Chairman, in fact, I actually came to find out about my investments. Yes, my investment.
Your investment. Oh, sir, considering the micro-inflationary dynamics of the systematic advanced calculated forms, your investment is perpetual towards ratification.
Meaning?
In simple terms, Sikanashi.
Misikanashi.
Don't shout. Swallow it. You care for some coffee?
Make the right choice. Invest with SIMS Stanbic Investment Management Services for capital preservation and competitive returns. Try SIMS today and you will not regret your decision. Stanbic Investment Management Services, your investment specialist.